How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip in the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right. I hope y'all are having a terrific Tuesday on this go around. And even before we go through and get into everything, I just want to say on behalf of our kingdoms, on behalf of our businesses, our communities, we're praying a whole lot of good luck, good fortune, blessings, and positivity out, of course, to and for the heavenly kingdom, for all the amazing things that they do for us time and time again on a consistent basis. Of course, we're praying it for our kingdoms, communities, and empires, trying to be the good, the great, the best version of ourselves every single day, trying to find a way to help out the heavenly kingdom, help ourselves out, and help everyone else out. And then, of course, last but not least, definitely praying a whole lot of good luck, good fortune, and blessings out to every single one of y'all as well. All right, we know that y'all are on y'all own journey, and y'all are trying to go through and do amazing things as well, in which we see the progress. Y'all keep it going and keep it flowing, baby. But let's go ahead and put that off to the side. You already know why the king is up on the mic, and you know why the king is up on the screen. Or rather, you probably don't know why the king is up on the mic for this go around. But I will say, all right, I'll start off by saying this. You guys, as well as the king and the royal world, our entities, all right, we are embarking upon something different, something new, all right. I know I'd given a little bit of a disclaimer, a little bit of a heads up before we jumped into this particular pocket. Came just this past Saturday or Sunday when we did our first ever mukbang, all right. Of course, that was just to let y'all know that we're jumping into a number of different other forms of social media content. We already, we're already doing a number of different things, right? When it comes to, video games, podcasts, vlogs, all that other sort of jazz. But, it's about time for us to, go ahead and do our thing when it comes to, I'll say, let's just say, and one, this is me, I need to calm down and gain some composure over my thoughts. With as many different fields as we happen to be jumping up in, of course, I'm doing my best to make sure that as the king, as the leader of our entities, that we're never stagnant, and we continue to find other ways that we can get better and we can improve upon. And we've already started on it with the mukbang. I'm going to try to see if I can go through and let me not say try. We're going to knock out at least one more this week, because I still am very committed to jumping into different pockets. But just this past Sunday, we were very, very fortunate enough to go through and do get started on our first religious, first episode within our religious Bible study, Bible reading that we got going on, the Divine and Royal Bible Study, and in which that was even though we only read through but so much of the first initial beginning within Genesis, still very, very refreshing, especially to go through and read what we read, break it down piece by piece so that we have a better understanding of it, as opposed to just reading or just hearing somebody read about it and talking to us. Big shout outs to the pastors everywhere else, but we're keeping on that same sort of trend. All right, now for today, Tuesday's concern, we won't be reading the Bible, but we will be reading a book of interest that I've seen lying about my house I figured it's about time that I actually go through and take a deeper dive into it. And honestly, not only is this something, I'll say just this experience is not necessarily something that, it's not just one of those things that I can take something from it. Of course, it's something to help better myself, better, our kingdoms, businesses, our communities, but also you guys as well, because, I'm trying to bring and incorporate you guys along on the journey too. So, but the book that we're going to be reading, right, is John C. Maxwell's Success 101. All right. What every leader needs to know. I've started reading this about a couple weeks back, and every so often, like what I try to do at the very least is just take a page and just read at least one page, so that I could get at least 1% better every single day. And which, by the way, big shout outs to Parlay, because Parlay, he's as far as that principle of getting 1% better every day, he is something that mentioned that's word for word that idea. But all in all, though, this particular book, it looks like it's definitely I think the full, it says New York Times best-selling author of the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Jeez, you see, you know what? That's what really has. That's another thing. Now I'm even more excited to take a deeper dive into this book, because I've started reading the 22 Irrefutable Laws of Marketing not too long ago, as well, and I've come across a number of good bits of gems so far, and I hadn't even read that too deep into that particular book. But for this one right here, of course, if there's nothing else, the key things that I know that we're going to be able to take away from reading this book, and which big shout outs to John C. Maxwell, is that we're going to learn a whole bunch when it comes to leadership, when it comes to success, and when it comes to a vision. All right. So all in all, again, I'm very excited for us to go through and start reading, and I know I'm doing a whole lot of hoopla babbling. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started now. Granted, I'll say with the Bible, when we started our Bible study, I was like, hey, listen, I want to go through and read like 20 pages, 10 pages, something like that. And there was a whole lot of reading to be done with the Bible. I don't think that I think honestly for this book, it really is as short as I thought. It'll be more easier reading through this than it will be on the Bible. For the Bible, I don't think that there's as many words in this one, but nonetheless, still the goal initially, I'm going to try to see if we can get us through 5 pages. If we happen to get through 5 pages and we're doing pretty good on time, I'll go to 10 and go to 15, whichever. But I won't do any more than 20, at least for this go around, because I know that we're going to talk and we're going to bring. I'm going to break some stuff down. But anyway, right. Starting off with the first chapter, we have what is success. All right. I'm gonna try and bring it as close as possible, but y'all also make sure that y'all. I know that the book shouldn't be too expensive, so y'all feel free to purchase the book, and y'all feel free to, or I'm sure that there's an online PDF somewhere, so feel free to go and download that. But for the first chapter, all right, it says, "What is success?" All right, success. You cannot achieve what you have not yet defined. The problem for most people who would want to be successful is not that they can't achieve success. The main obstacle for them is that they misunderstand success. Maltby D. Babcock said one of the most common mistakes and one of the costliest is thinking that success is due to some genius, some magic, something or other which we do not possess. The traditional picture of success. What is success? What does it look like? Most people have a vague picture of what it means to be a successful person. That looks something like the wealth of Bill Gates, the physique of Arnold Schwarzenegger or Marilyn Monroe, the intelligence of Albert Einstein, the athletic ability of Michael Jordan, the business prowess of Donald Trump, or I guess it doesn't say this here, but I guess the political success that he seemed to have acquired, the social grace and poise of Jackie Kennedy, the imagination of Walt Disney, or the heart of Mother Teresa. That sounds absurd, but it's closer to the truth than we would like to admit. Many of us picture success as looking like one other than who we are. And we especially can't be 8 other people all in one. And more important than that, you shouldn't want to be. If you try to become just like even one of those other people, you wouldn't really be successful. You would be you would be a bad imitation of them, and you would eliminate the possibility of becoming the person you were meant to be. The right picture of success. So how do you get started on the journey towards success? What does it take to be successful? Two things that are required are, number one, the right picture of success, and number two, the right principles for how to get to success, or how to attain success. The picture of success isn't the same for any two people, because we're all created differently, as unique individuals with our own unique experiences. But the process is the same for everyone. It's based on principles that do not change. After more than 35 years of knowing successful people and studying the subject, I have developed the following definition of success. Success is knowing your purpose in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefits others. You can see by this definition that success is a journey rather than a destination. That's often thought. No matter how long you live or what you decide to do in your life, you will never exhaust your capacity to grow toward your potential or run out of opportunities to help others. When you see success as a journey, you will never have the problem of trying to arrive at an elusive final destination. And you will never find yourself in a position where you have accomplished some final goal only to discover you're still unfulfilled and searching for something else to do. Another benefit of focusing on the journey of success instead of arriving at a destination or achieving a goal is that you have the potential to become a success today. The very moment that you make the shift to find your purpose and grow towards your potential and helping others, successful is something that you are right now, not something that you vaguely hope to be one day. To get a better handle on these aspects, let's take a look at each of them. Right, and even before we take a look at each of these aspects, I guess so far, because funny enough, like this part right here, I've read up until this part within the book just by myself, but I think pretty much there's a lot of things that are I won't say self-explanatory. I'll just say they put it very they put it very well, and I don't have much to contribute and throw on top of it. I guess, and pardon me if I happen to parrot and whichever. But all in all, I think that it is definitely important to, of course, in building the foundation of hey, what does success look like for me? Success is it's how should I say, again, it's not this one point all the way over here. It's everything. All right, it's how it's even during the darkest times or in the best of times, still doing your best to continue to grow, continue to get better, continue to not just help you, in which I'm not gonna lie, I say it in all my videos, but it just find a way to help yourself and help everyone else as well. That's something that's very key and very pivotal, very critical. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next section, right? The next section is knowing your purpose. Nothing can take the place of knowing your purpose. Millionaire industrialist Henry J. Kaiser, the founder of the Kaiser Aluminum as well as the Kaiser Permanente health care system, said, "The evidence is overwhelming that you cannot begin to achieve your best unless you set some aim in your life." Or put another way, in other words, if you don't try to actively discover your purpose, you're likely to spend your life doing the wrong things. I believe that God created everyone for a purpose. According to psychologist Viktor Frankl, everyone has his own specific vocation or mission in life. Everyone must carry